today. From Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. It's week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in week 4. This will make it into the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback who's in his 17th season now in the NFL, an 8-time Pro Bowler to boot. It's Phillip Rivers.
And he made both sides happy last week, didn't he?
3-3.
I mean, his guys, they caught 3 touchdown passes, but he threw 3 interceptions. Got to get off of that schneid and get back to just throwing touchdown passes and taking care of the ball better.
Rivers now to throw on first down. He's got his big tight end, Fant. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. The numbers for him from a week ago. 7 catches, 66 yards.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
And this is going to be a Bucs first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
At the 40-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs.
Rivers pass.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
At their 40
now a run with Cook. Now Cook hit and he lost the football. And this is recovered by the Chargers. Chargers offense set to go to work. Leading that offense, the rookie from Oregon who was drafted number 6 overall, Justin Herbert.
Justin Herbert had a tremendous career at the University of Oregon. Ended up winning the Campbell Trophy, which was the academic Heisman. Won a lot of football games, including the Rose Bowl and the Pac-12 championship. 32 touchdown passes last year. But the reason he really got himself solidified as the first-round pick for the Chargers, a terrific Senior Bowl week. Was the MVP of the game. I thought he was the MVP of the week the way he interacted with his teammates and opposing players, and everyone got to see his leadership on display.
On second down, Mostert. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a first down. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call.
Offense.
So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
This is Gordon. And some room to roam now. The numbers a week ago from Melvin Gordon. He was able to topple the 200-yard mark and a rushing touchdown for good measure.
And what I found surprising, all those yards he accumulated, only found the end zone one
just
time.
once.
That doesn't even seem fair, does it?
But still, the 200-yard mark, something he can always carry in his back pocket. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Man open left side is Brown. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
An 8-yard pickup.
Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first. Gordon. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead.
The kick is good.
Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 32-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Rivers. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football.
The pass, a fumble on the play.
Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Now here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. On the return, Jackson. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Melvin Gordon and the Chargers ready for their next possession. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as the season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. Herbert operating from the red zone. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. On 4th down, Herbert. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Throwing again, Rivers on 2nd and 10. This is the tight end fan. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
10 at the 32-yard line.
First down, Rivers. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Dalvin Cook is running back, the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Rivers on the money, complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
The first down throw here for Rivers. That'll be complete to Cook. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
At the 48-yard line.
Rivers now. That's complete to his tight end, Ferkser. And he'll get it down here to the 43. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Looking again for Diggs, and this time he's got it. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 23 yards on the play. First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. Again, it's Rivers. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
The Charger drive about to get going. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly.
And got his man complete. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A first down run there by Mostert as he'll get this forward for a gain of about 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
A gain of 9 yards.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
A run there with Mostert as he'll push this forward and call it a 4-yard gain on 1st down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert.
Mostert again, the ball game.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
He gets it to Brown, complete. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. They'll hold everything because Darren Waller, the tight end, appears to be injured on that play. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Buying time to his left. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Justin Jefferson. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And Hall not going to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st.
Brings up 3rd and
from the gun, Rivers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 40.
So here are the Chargers to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
1st down, Los Angeles.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And now he'll tuck it and run. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 18. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Buccaneers.
Back to the running game with Mostert. And he'll take this one down near the 15. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Jesse James. His first touchdown on the year. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And it's 21-3. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And Hall not going to bring this one out.
Their own 25-yard line.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room.
And oh, he coughed it up and picked up by the Chargers. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there, and that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there. Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
In the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. Rivers on 1st down. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side.
Complete.
And they'll bring him down right around the 13.
Gain of 5.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
The 13-yard line.
Now Rivers. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
5-yard line.
Rivers. He's got his big tight end, Fant. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
At the 31-yard line.
They'll throw again. Rivers. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the 1st down.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that. But it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. The Bucs on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. And he's able to find Diggs. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
2-yard line.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. To the air again here, Rivers. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Stephon Diggs. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. Jackson now to return. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
1st and 10. At their own 26-yard.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
He's taken down at the
Herbert on 3rd down now.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Herbert on 1st down now. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again. Herbert steps away to his left. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A.J. Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here's Stephon Diggs as he and the rest of the offense get ready to go again. There's a lot of talk in training camp about him getting off to a hot start this year, saying that they needed that. Well, he's done it through the first month.
It kind of reminds me of one of those great musical groups where one person has their name out front, then they have the backups, right? He's the guy out front because the backups, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, but we're going to the headliner each and every time, and that's not easily done because
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. To try again after the sack, Rivers, and he's going to go down again. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run, and they will get to him behind the line, but they're out of timeouts, remember, and the clock continues to wind down. Here's Jamie Gillen now. So we reach halftime. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
Score, Chargers 28, Buccaneers 10.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert being chased out left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Brandon Graham applied the heat off the edge.
Brandon never ceases to amaze me just how fast these defensive ends are in the game nowadays. Part of that is what we've seen in college football, where they've gotten smaller and faster on the defensive side of the ball. But they brought that to the NFL because it is hard for an offensive lineman to keep them away from the quarterback.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. On first down, it's Herbert. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
At their own 20-yard line.
Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. Now, the stiff arm created some space initially, but he's taken down not long after.
It's a gain of
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's James. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive linemen.
Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they really created great space for the runner to get in.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Their own 21-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? He's having to run with a running back or a tight end. In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Jesse James with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
His kick is good.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Back now comes Tampa Bay. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, Rivers. That'll be complete to Cook. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about...
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Chargers first down.
From the gun, a run with Mostert. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Eric Kendrick.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
At the 9-yard line.
Out of the gun, Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Jesse James there to make the grab. And this Charger offense is running away with this one.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
And now we move our focus to Stephon Diggs. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
You get hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 38-yard line.
They run it again with Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
First down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
Tackled by
Neville Gallimore on the stop. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
At the 21.
They'll try to throw here. Rivers. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. The deuce is wild here. 2nd down and 2 with just about 2 minutes on the clock. From the gun, Rivers. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Noah Fant, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are able to get a score back.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. And not much much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own.
L.A. readies for its next possession. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Brandon Graham able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. This is Mostert. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
The ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Murphy on the tackle. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down. That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play.
The Chargers on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. Here it's 3rd and 3. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run it here with Gordon. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And this Chargers offense continues to pour it on. Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left. And their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
First down, Rivers. He's going to get this one down to Cook. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
37-yard line.
Now Rivers. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
To Nelson Aguilar.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 43.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
He'll dump this off to Cook. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That catch good for only a couple.
At the 41-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rivers on the slant. This is Chark. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 23. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 8.
Again, it's Rivers. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. They'll throw again. Rivers. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The football going back to the Rams now. They've been able to move the ball well in the air, and certainly a big reason why those receiving corps have been excellent.
There's no doubt about it, partner. And let's face it, when they get away from defenders, those guys are quick. And when they go over the top of people and use their bodies, they're just thick. But let's face it, what we're seeing right now are catches that are simply sick.
Well, you brought your A game. You're fired up over those catches, aren't you?
Can't help it. Even as a former defensive back, I've got to tip my cap to these guys. They are balling.
I appreciate that. The Charger drive about to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And he's going to wind up getting this all the way down to the Buccaneers' 19-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And that is incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Dancing to his left. That's to his running back, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Rivers on 3rd and 2. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Rivers again. He finds Aguilar over the middle. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
Rivers now to throw on 1st down. This is the tight end Fant.
Rivers pass complete to Noah Fant. It's a
Well, he made that catch knowing full well that at the end of it, he's going to catch a pretty good lick.
I guess if there's anyone on this team that can absorb a pop, it's him. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And he's going to have the Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 1st down Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. To the air again here, Rivers. He's got his big tight end, Fant. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Chargers' 18-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
On 1st down, Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Rivers now after the fumble recovery. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down. The left side caught by Diggs. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Working out of the gun, Rivers. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3-yard line. From the gun, Rivers. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Jackson now to return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. Taking a shot for Samuel. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Herbert's pass intercepted. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Following the interception here, Rivers. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. One last shot now for Rivers. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
56.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Chargers, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they...
Tonight, from the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans, it's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Fielded in the end zone, and this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
And here come the Saints for their opening drive.
They'll be led out by their veteran signal caller. In his 9th season now, it's Kirk Cousins.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
He was locked in. 2 trips to the end zone, Charles, over 100 yards receiving.
How about the combination of route running, confidence going downfield, and the ability to go up and get the football? You're exactly right. It was hard for them to stop him.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. From the gun, here's Cousins. They'll find Williams on the slant.
That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
It's 2nd and inches at the 44-yard line.
Now Cousins here on the bootleg. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
7 yards there and a first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily.
Now, loose football. The ball comes out and picked up by the Chargers. So here's the Charger offense making their way out.
Leading him out, the number 6 overall pick back in April from Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And he's looking good now. I mean, 5 touchdown passes in the last game. Okay, he threw a couple of interceptions. That's a little bit of a concern. But I remember a basketball coach telling me one time he had a guy who averaged about 40 points a game. And he said the press got all over him because he didn't play much defense. He said he's averaging over 40 a game. The guy against him's not scoring that. We still have the advantage.
Yeah, and they got the win last week in that effort.
Even better. It's always best to clean up things after a win than after a loss.
First carry for Raheem Mostert.
He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
The ball carrier.
That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Fournette, the ball carrier. DJ Reader brought in.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on 3rd down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long.
And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll try the air now with Herbert. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Chargers.
Justin Herbert looking to pass.
Quick hitter here. It's complete.
Herbert.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And that's complete to Jesse James. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
To Jesse James.
The numbers for James from last week, he was pretty prophetic. He said before that game, I want to get in the end zone often. He got there 3 times.
Yeah, it's one thing to catch a lot of footballs. That is important, but it's what you do after the catch that can make you great. And he had a great game last week.
They were trying to go to Brown once again. That'll bring up 2nd down.
25-yard line.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert.
They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Ball carrier.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense The next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
James has it. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers.
He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Jesse James, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Off the play fake, Cousins. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
A gain of
from the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
At the 47-yard line.
To the air again, it's Cousins. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 43. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. They'll run on first down. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
3rd down and 7.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. The LA defense up to snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now Mostert. First down and a little extra from Mostert. And all the way up to the 33-yard line.
He's taken down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he'll get this up to about the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things.
A heavy rush, and down he goes. Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks. So a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Saints.
Now Gordon. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 15 yards on the play, first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, Herbert. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think can absorb that contact.
He gives it to Brown, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
And that takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's James. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Saints will have the football back. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
Saints, nothing.
To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins has some space here. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
Harrison Butker.
Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Ed Oliver in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. He's got Jack Doyle. And he'll get this this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10.
On their side of midfield at the 47. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too. The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football. And they've moved them out of the way for the runner. Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas. Not an easy thing for them to do.
16 yards, a 1st down.
Operating from the gun. Herbert, little short pass to James. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Complete to Jesse James.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his good catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. He's through at about the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
1st and goal.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Herbert back to the air. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Jesse James with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Cousins. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Ed Oliver has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Cousins. He's airing it out for Williams. Double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Quandre Diggs. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
2nd and a yard.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Gordon. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead.
We know that the big guys won't get the credit, Brandon, but we also know that that touchdown belongs to them. Excellent job of clearing the way for their running back.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out there?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, Robinson. Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. And this is recovered by the Chargers. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the first down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the first down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
There's Mostert. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 35. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Chargers.
Here's Gordon. And he's got room. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And a return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at their own.
Following the interception, Cousins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
To throw, Cousins. And he's going to be brought down. Back. His own 6-yard line.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. It's picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Here now a look at Melvin Gordon. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season, and of course it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and boy, they get downfield and creating extra blocks for them.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
On 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers, and the Saints will have the football back. So that's the 2nd time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually, you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go, and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Down man, it's complete. Williams. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a gain of 16 yards. Cousins now. This one complete to the tight end, O'Shaughnessy. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Cousins the thrower. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Got his man, that's Harry. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march up another 15 against your squad.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. James Robinson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints get a bit closer.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row. We're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the 1st half. You do have the entire 2nd half. It's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
1st and 10. At their own 22-yard.
Melvin Gordon now, he and the offense, they trot back out there. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
And 10 yards.
And that is incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is caught. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 4 on the play. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Cousins now to throw on first down. Open man here, Sims, complete. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
At the 35-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Cousins. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On third down, it's Robinson. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. L.A. set to take over again on offense. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Get this into the hands of Mostert. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. From the gun, Herbert. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown.
Goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And it's up and good. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter.
Saints 14.
So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. Jackson now to return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own.
So here are the Chargers to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start first and 10. They'll start the third quarter on the ground with Gordon. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Tackle made by Thomas Davis. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
No gain on the play. And it's third down.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Completes it to Samuel. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
First down.
Herbert on first down now. That's taken in by the tight end Perkins. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
First down, Los Angeles.
From the gun, a run with Mostert. Jerome Baker, the Dolphins' leading tackler a season ago, tallies another one. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
James has it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because no.
Brown's got it for a Charger touchdown. A.J. Brown. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Saints 14. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket.
Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football.
The pass. A fumble on the play.
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes.
At the 40.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They're just looking to do more of the same. They were good in the first half. They've extended their lead so far here in the second half. Mostert drops the ball. This is picked up by the Saints. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Cousins now after the fumble recovery. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Williams loses the football, and picked up by the Chargers. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball, You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
He's going deep for Brown. On Herbert, his third interception. Picked off near the 26. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Ed Oliver in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Cousins. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Working out of the gun. Cousins. Catch is made by Harry. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. It's able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3.
At the 44-yard line.
They run. Robinson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
Brought down behind.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Middle of the field, it's Robinson.
That's good.
Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Throwing is Cousins. He'll find Williams on the slant. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
6-yard line.
Now Cousins. Caught on that side by Robinson. No gain, and it's second down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? And a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
They'll run here with Robinson. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. To throw is Cousins. Very quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Well, they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Throwing, Cousins. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. N'Keal Harry, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. And man, Charles, talking about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
A little stinger, but a touchdown. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Take over first and 10. At their own 30-yard line.
L.A. readies for its next possession. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot. Up 2 scores here in the third quarter. Nifty move by Gordon. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Down and less than a yard.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Jerome Baker.
They'll give him a yard on the play, and the Chargers are going to get themselves a fresh set of downs here. On first down, it's Herbert. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 19 yards that time for number 19. So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 right at the 40. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Tackle made at the 30.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the gun, Herbert on third down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Oh, this offense is staying put. They're just 1 for 4 in these situations so far, but they're going again on fourth down. Little short pass to James. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Fourth down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. Back to the ground now with Gordon. He's got the first down inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal. Second and goal from inside the 5. Out of the gun, Herbert. Forced out to his left. He'll run it. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical is one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. There's Mike Williams now as his guys head back out to go on offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing is they're hoping he's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he's going to be taken down right at the line.
To James Robinson.
I know you got a baseball background, right?
A little bit. Started minor league ball.
Yeah, you did some of that, right? What do they do when they do the signals? An indicator, right?
Tells you whether it goes or not, yeah.
Yeah, whether the play's on or not. How about the indicators offensive linemen give when they're looking at the screen pass? And if those get red, we just saw that there, didn't we?
No gain.
No gain. Deciphered it and finished the play off.
And here comes a big tight end as he gets set for this next drive. And what can they do to better account for him? Because they haven't accounted for him well so far as we see here on your screen.
They may have to draw up coverages they haven't run so far. They have to create something on the fly because he's beaten everything. And when you watch this game unfold, you keep thinking to yourself, Is it 2 men, 3 men, maybe even a 4th guy meant to go and account for him? But right now, he's shredding the defense.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, over 100 yards. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
This is Gordon as they go to him again.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Left side complete. That's Perkins. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in his performance.
Jerome Baker right there in coverage. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Herbert, the quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Jesse James there to make the grab. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. 30. And he's taken down all the way inside the LA 10. A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards. Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll run down Robinson. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
And goal at the 10-yard line.
Here's Cousins. This will be caught at about the 6. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. To throw, Cousins. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Mike Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints get a bit closer. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Jackson now to return.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 28.
On the option, here's Herbert.
Space to maneuver.
Herbert has it knocked free.
And this is picked up by the Saints. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Recovered by the defense.
First down. Here's Cousins. Ed Oliver. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And this is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. On 1st down, Mostert stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Good play defensively. It'll be a loss of 1. 2nd down coming up. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now Herbert off the bootleg. Got his man complete over the middle. It's James. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. This is Mostert. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Tackle made.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the deep.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we score touchdowns running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone? We saw evidence of that on that play.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Cousins now. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And 5.
Now Cousins. They'll try and stop the screen. It's complete. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. So unable to get any yardage at all off of the screen there on 3rd down.
And ordinarily on 3rd down, that's when you want to bring pressure. You get all your guys who want to get after the quarterback. But how about the patience they showed? Read the play, snuffed it out, and made a nice stop.
The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. And that makes them now 0 for 3 on 4th down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on 4th down. I think they'd have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions, because it's not working for them. They've got to figure out what's been going wrong.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. The busy night continues for Gordon as he gets it here. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
3 on the play. And the Chargers first.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he's got this one down to the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming.
Brings up 3rd and less than a yard.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Got his target, Samuel. And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Raheem Mostert. He scored on the ground and through the air as his guys continue to pour it on. I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they've protected well when they wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they've wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here's Mike Williams now as his guys head back out to go on offense. They might want to mix something up defensively because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that you know are going on the defensive side of the ball, he's still finding ways to get open, finding the right spots, and the delivery's been pretty good too.
He's over 100 yards, has the 1 touchdown score to this point. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
35-yard line.
Cousins. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll throw again. Cousins. And a fire interception thrown by Cousins. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Butker on for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Taken in the end zone, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. This pass finds its way to Williams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
That's good for a Saint.
And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. Got a man open. That's Harry. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 6 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
To the air again, it's Cousins. He's got Jack Doyle. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. There's that man again. It's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. And that is caught. They're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Tavecchio good on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. L.A. set to take over again on offense. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively. But really, not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
Play action. It's Herbert. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Intended for Curtis Samuel. Incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Mostert. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
Tonight's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So, for the Chargers, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Saints, the calendar changed October didn't help as they dropped to 0-5 on the year. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week.